Good afternoon and welcome. I am Justin Kiley, Mr. Kiley from Martial Arts America Team Navarre. This is going to be your junior adult intermediate belt class. That is for those that are junior adults that are blue, purple, and brown belts. If you're an advanced belt, and you're more than welcome to take this class as well and kind of get ready for your class and just double check your intermediate belt knowledge. Because normally in class we train you guys together, and so right now we're not. We're kind of being very specific with our classes, but if you'd like to get the double information, you're more than welcome to. Okay, and feet together. Bow. Let's begin. This is challenge week, so I have some challenges we're going to work on this week to help us get better and kind of set some goals going forward. We're going to start off by stretching out a little bit. We're going to get warmed up. We're going to work out. We're going to spend some time working on your form, working on fire form, kind of resetting what we did on Tuesday's class, just sharpening it up and going a little bit further. And kind of like we talked about last time, that will be the goal, is each week we'll have a very similar class plan from the first class to the second class. Will be some things we highlight and focus on from the first class to the second class, but kind of mainly specifically during the first class, trying to intake the goals of that week and the focuses of that week and learning the curriculum and learning the techniques. So when we come back in on the second time, we can start to instill more confidence and more trust in those movements and do them a little bit faster and stronger. Because when it comes to belt graduation and tournament like time frames, we normally teach the form and the self-defense and do all the things at a slightly slower clip than we would actually perform them. And so it's important to make sure that we teach it at one speed, and then once we get more confident, we practice doing it at a more performance level speed, so there's not such a dramatic transition later in the rotation. Okay, that'd be our goal today and kind of every week going forward. All right, let's start stretching out. Body up nice and tall. Reach down. Very good. You're feeling the stretch in the back of your hamstrings is the goal. The back of your legs. Come back up nice and tall. Pull this knee up if you can. We're also going to focus on kind of getting ready for balance week next week. Put it down. Pick this one up. Woo, find it. Very good. Pull it into you if you can. Put it back down. Stretch down one more time. All the way back up. Take a step out with your feet. Words. Stretch down again. Make sure you're pushing your hips backwards. Don't lean over. If you feel your toes like gripping into the ground because you're falling over, that's because your hips are staying still. So let me show you from the side. If I'm here and I just lean my body over and I lean onto my toes, that's not really what we're trying to do. We're trying to stretch out the backs of our legs. You do that by keeping your legs straight, but then taking your hips, taking the belt, the knot of your belt, and pushing it behind you as you lean forward. So don't lean forward like this. Lean forward like this. Hinge your body backwards. Over to the left side. I'll straighten back up so you can see it. Over to your left side. So you can have a hand on the ground just for balance and stability, but I don't want all your weight on that hand. It's just here just in case. I can take it off and nothing happens. Switch sides. Bend your left knee, Spider-Man stretch. Stretching out the inside of your legs. Make sure that foot stays flat on the ground. If you rotate it up like this, you're more stretching out the bottom of your leg. The hamstring we already stretched out. We're trying to stretch out the inside of our leg. So you rotate. You turn that hip over like you're doing a side kick on the ground. Switch. Sit all the way down. One of the practices and challenges we've been working on, we're kind of getting going forward, in case you were here for the first class this week, is your full splits challenge. So we're trying to see over the next calendar month, if we stretch out and we work our stretches and our flexibility, specifically our full splits, every single day if we can for the next calendar month, how far it can possibly go. That's going to be my challenge to you guys at home, all right? Should now make sure we're stretching it properly. So our body's up nice and tall, feet are down into the floor, leaning over to the left-hand side. And you're trying to push yourself forward. Think less of going down and more of extending yourself forward, away. Trying to get your chest to go over your foot. It won't, but that's okay. That's kind of your mindset. Other side. If you haven't already stretched today, this is a good time to do it. But it's also helpful if you stretch like right when you wake up, when your body's at its freshest point, and before your body gets a little bit of movement going, you stretch first, slowly, to help kind of wake your body up. It gives you a very good starting point for what your flexibility is. As you probably noticed that sometimes you're stretching on some days and other days, and so when you stretch in the morning, it keeps you consistent. Your body's at the same pace. Every time when you wake up, your body's kind of at the same point, static point, so it helps you kind of create a solid base when you're trying to get that measure of if you're getting more flexible. Grab your legs, pull them in, check them out. One last little stretch, you're going to pull it over. Good. And then from here, you're going to take your opposite hand. This is my right hand. You're going to put it over the top of that left knee, and you're going to turn your body. Switch. Good. And all the way up. Very good. Let's get loose. We're going to work some jumping jacks real fast to get our heart rate moving a little bit. Okay. So make sure we stay together. Everything goes out at the same time. And right when it lands, it pops right back in. So we're also warming up those calf and those jumpy muscles when we work some of our jump kicks in our form. All right. And we're going to do 10 jumping jacks, staying with me. Good. Don't go ahead of me. Stay together. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, next challenge for your jumping jacks, we're also working on coordination, is we're going to do split jacks. What that basically means are running jacks. Is instead of your feet going out and back, you're going to start with one foot in front of the other, and you're just going to, almost like you're doing that jump switch technique in your form, you're going to do that motion like this. Okay, so let's practice just the legs real fast. Ready? Switch, 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 and then go. Switch, switch. And all you're going to do is, as your feet are doing that, your hands are still doing the up and down motion. Okay, so let's start it like this, nice and slow. We'll break it down one at a time. So your feet are split, and then your hands are up. Good. And then you're going to split and put your hands down. Split, put your hands back up. Hands back down. Hands back up. Back down. Now break it into pairs of 2. Ready? Go up and then down. Ready? Go. 1, 2. Good. Do it again. 1, 2. Very good. Now we're going to go for 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Okay, hands by your side. I'm going to slide over real fast. This will be kind of the point. So you would grab something you can hold on to just in case you need more balance. Okay, like for me, I will use a chair. Good. If you need a chair or a countertop or a table or a stool or a little brother or sister or something like that to help hold you guys up, that's fine, because we're going to work on, again, trying to ease into balance week next week, because especially for the intermediate belts and advanced belts, as you progress towards your belt ranks, you'll start to increase that number of kicks that you have to earn that stripe. And so I want to make sure that we're taking proper time and preparing for it, because if we're testing next week, I want to give us a full allotment of time to start preparing for it. Okay, because one of the biggest things is your balance will naturally progress, but a lot of times, even if, let's say, last time you did a lot of kicks, way more than what your stripe would be, it's been about 3 months since we've done it. And so it's important to make sure your legs aren't just balanced and kind of prepared for that challenge, but also they're strong enough to do what you want them to do. So I have to condition and kind of wake those legs up so that they can do that number of kicks. A lot of times when we're with your intermediate advanced belt, it's not the number of kicks or the actual balancing part that stops us from getting to our number. It's our leg getting tired. Okay, as a blue belt or as a yellow belt and an orange belt, you have to do 20 kicks and 30 kicks, which is a good solid number, but a lot of times your leg won't get tired from doing that many kicks. But as a blue belt, you have 50, and purples have 60, and brown have 70 as their minimum number for their stripe, and that becomes to be a lot, very taxing for your legs to handle. So we need to practice it this week so we can kind of wake and warm those legs up for next week's test. Okay, so we're going to start now. Make sure that's on your side. I'm kind of showing from the side. You can do them towards me if you would like to. I'm just kind of showing the leg. This would be your right side if you want to do your right leg. So you can either kick the way I'm kicking, or you can kind of kick straight towards me. That's perfectly fine. Make sure whatever item you're using to hold on to, if you need one, it's not holding you up. It's there just in case. Okay, so like for me, I'm going to hover my hand and have it barely here, but if you take your hand off, it shouldn't make you fall down. Okay, this is not what's holding you up. You are holding you up, right? So turn your foot. Make sure whichever way you're kicking, your back foot, your balanced leg, your base leg, is staying the opposite direction. So if I'm going to kick that way, I want the toes of my left foot to go that way, okay? So I pick them up, chamber it up nice and tall. We're just going to start off with 5 kicks, focusing on the technique of the kick. Keep your knee tight. Extend your foot out. That's 1. Pull it back. Stay with me. There's 2. Good. Pull it back. 3. We're going slow to wake up this muscle in our hip. 4. And 5. Very good. Okay, now we're going to start to go for 10, and we'll start to increase it from there to kind of wake our leg up. Ready? Make sure when you chamber, your body can lean back a little bit. Feel the toes and your base leg gripping into the ground and kind of holding yourself nice and strong. Okay, feel that balance point. Ready? Pick it up. And 10 of them. Go. 1. Stay with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. I know you can go faster. We can all go faster and do faster kicks. Right now we're slowing it down because we're not trying to get a high number. We're trying to wake our leg up and almost reteach our leg how to do that many kicks consistently while making sure we do the same kick. Because sometimes when we know we have a high number of kicks, or if we know we're going to get a whole lot of kicks, maybe you're going for the balance board in 100 or more, sometimes we tend to accelerate ourselves way too much and think too far into the future. And instead of our kicks looking like they're supposed to look, we go, man, I got to get 1,000. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. And we do these little bitty kicks, which don't count. They have to go all the way out, have to come back in and reset for the kick to count. So we practice that right now. Now lift your leg up. We're going to do 20 together. I'm going to go a little bit faster, but I'm not going warp speed. So just stay with me. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Very good. Shake it out. Loosen the leg up. Okay, very good. Now we're going to go for 30. Now, if your leg has to go down because it gets tired, do that. The biggest thing right now is making sure your technique is strong. And so if you need to take those 30 kicks and break them into doing like 10 and then 10 more and then 10 again, that's fine. Because the biggest thing is if your technique, if your leg starts to drop, because it has to be belt high as intermediate and advanced belt. That's another challenge. Okay, if your leg starts to come below your belt, or if your kick starts to like shorten or weaken because your leg's getting tired, put your leg down. Okay, let it get stronger. Let it kind of take a break for a little bit, and then come back up, regain that energy, and then do it again. Because right now, the high number of kicks is only important if they're amazing kicks. So let's make sure which way we need to get to those amazing kicks, that's the priority. Whether we need to take a couple sets to do that, that's fine. All right? So we're going for 30. Make sure they're amazing. You stay with me. Don't go faster. If you need to take a break in the middle, though, and go a little bit slower, that's perfectly fine. Ready? Chambered up. And 30. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, starting to burn, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, hold the 30th, 26, 27, 28, 29, hold it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put it down. Woo, that's warm. We're going to stay with our dominant leg for today. That'll be enough for today, just kind of get us on the right path. A good challenge for you guys either after class or tomorrow or sometime between now and the next time I see you guys, try your not as dominant leg. Okay, I want to make sure we're practicing both legs. It's okay for them to not be level. It's okay to have one leg better than the other leg, but they both have to be at least good. I can have a good leg and a great leg, but we can't have a good leg or a great leg and a bad leg. That doesn't work. You have to make sure they're both at least passable, both at least strong. Okay? I'm going to take and put this up. We're going to come back. We're going to work fire form. Ready? All right, so again, I'm going to face this way. You're going to stay with me. We're going to focus on some of the little parts of the technique to make sure we can start flowing these things together. Because at this point, we've been doing it very slowly. I mean, a lot of times it's really hard to remember a form if there's no rhythm to it. Good? So I try to remember a song with no beat. Good? But if you have the rhythm, it makes life a little bit easier. So we're going to work at a little bit faster pace. Just try to stay with me a little bit, all right? Feet together. Bow and present. Martial arts. America. Fire. Form. Here. Good. Bam. Sorry for popping the mic. Good. And step out. Block. And as your leg sets, 1, 2. Make that a little bit smoother. 1, 2. So there's not a pause in between that moment, okay? Come back, let's do it again. The moment you set that block out and the moment that right leg steps over and lands, you're supposed to swing the other leg into it to do that outside crescent kick, okay? So make sure you step. And as you step, you also have to kind of turn those hips to get your body in alignment to do that kick properly. Pointing those toes where you're going. Up, that way. Ready? And so step, sweep, set it down. As it sets, 1, 2, together. Good? And bow, present up. Guard stance. This part goes a little bit faster, okay? The moment you set the down block down after the front kick, you're going to go right into the punch, right into the lineup, all right? So we're going to guard stance, modified guard stance, throw a front kick, boom, set it back down block, punch, right into the lineup, all right? Do that a little bit fast. Let me mirror you so you can stay with me and see what was going on. We stood up, we step back like this. So you do a right leg front kick, set it back immediately, down block with your left hand, punch the right hand, chop the left hand, all right? One more time. Ready? Towards me. Front kick with the right leg. Set it back down. Down block left hand. Punch right. Slide your right leg back. Chop left. Okay? Now from there, we go into our skip front. So from here, left foot's in the front. Right foot's in the back. Left hand is chopping. Right hand is in. As you pivot your body, make sure all 10 of your toes turn that way and point where you're going. So I turn my hips and my body, my toes, so you can see me here. Good. I lift up this leg. I use the momentum of swinging up this leg like I'm jumping to switch my feet and kick with my left foot. Swing it. Boom. Nice. Set it in front. Backhand with your left hand. Backhand. Step forward. Elbow. Slide together. Okay. Again, that's a little bit more fluid, a little bit faster. So we're knife hand. Turn. Swing right. Kick left. Land with the backhand. Immediately step forward and slide together. Okay. Nice and smooth. Last part we're going to do is that kicking combo going this way. It's the round kick and the round kick, sliding up into the side kick, back fist, drop down punch, immediately popping into our jump switch. Okay, so let's take our time. Ready? Round kick, boom, boom, slide up side kick, boom, back fist, drop down punch, right into the jump switch. Notice I didn't really, with the drop down punch, try not to settle your body too heavily so you can then pop right back up. Okay, your knee just barely taps to the ground, so you're not really, because once you commit all your weight down to the ground, sometimes it's harder to get back up fast. So I'm just tapping that knee down, tap, and then switch. All right, so I'll kind of do it facing you guys. Good. Okay, so we're here. We're going to round kick. Wait, my body's backwards. Yeah, okay, let's do it this way. So you're going to go round kick with the right leg, round kick, right leg steps, left leg slides, side kick with the right leg, back fist with the right hand, drop down punch with the left hand. Okay, immediately jump, left leg goes in the front. Good. Right hand scoops in front and then ends right in line with your shoulder. Good. Straight from the side. Here. Okay. Let's move that again one more time. Now we're going to start from the very beginning. Your goal is to stay with me the best you can. Good. If you get flustered, if you kind of lose track of where you are, either try to just skip where you are and move to where we are in the film. Good. Or just try to take a step back and just watch the rest and kind of take it in mentally and then practice again later at your own time. It's okay. Again, we're more just trying to show you the speed and the fluidity of which we're trying to get to. If you can't do that right now, that's perfectly fine. Okay, some have tested on this form before, some are advanced belts, and so they kind of have rejogged their memory doing this form, so I want to make sure everybody's kind of getting what they need to get, all right? So stay with me. Step out, say martial arts, America, fire, form. All right, ready? And step out, left hand, block, left leg, outside crescent. Right hand, block, right leg, outside crescent, together. Bow, present up, step back, modified guard stance. That means left hand's a knife hand, right hand's a fist. Front kick, down block, punch right, chop left. Turn, right leg swing, left leg kick. Good. Backhand with the open left hand. Elbow, key my stance. Good. Slide to guard stance. I want to back away from the TV so you're not getting too close. Ready? And keep going this way. Round kick low, round kick high. Slide up, side kick to the middle. Open hand, back fist here. So when you land with the right foot, right hand does a back fist. Drop down, punch with the left hand. All right? From there, you're going to stand, switch. Good. Your right hand just rolls, and then you block with the right hand. So when you finish, your left foot's in the front, your right hand's doing the block. All right? And then your feet together. You finish it out. Samurai set. That's not the form. Fire form. Sorry. Okay, so now we're going to work on the kicks in that form, which are the outside crescent kick. We have the flying front kick, okay, and the pop-up front kick, which will come a little bit later into the form. I want to make sure we start to get that. We highlighted it last time, so I want to see, again, it's been 48 hours since we practiced it. How well is it still in your brain? We're also going to start practicing both sides today, okay? So that's the biggest challenge to work on is normally on Tuesday class, we'll practice one side to really sharpen up that dominant side. We'll come back on Thursday. We'll start to integrate both sides to make sure we're becoming more well-rounded because you're testing on both. So make sure you're good on both. All right? So let's go feet together. So let's work on the outside crescent kicks first just to make sure they're there. Step back into a guard stance. Good. Your right leg is in the back. You're going to work the outside crescent. Make sure it swings and it comes right back where you got it. Good. Here, turn the hips and shoulders. Crescent. Good. Little things to work on. Try to keep your posture up nice and tall, almost like a front kick. So you're pushing that foot away from you instead of kind of craning and leaning over. So instead of going here, which is sometimes just a natural tendency to try to kick a little higher, keep your body, lean your body back a little bit, push your hips forward. So it's more here. And it's a challenge. I still kind of find myself sometimes trying to get a little extra inch out of my kick and then throwing my neck forward and I have to go, no, slow it down, either kick lower or do the kick better. Again, so it's here. Push your hips forward. Your body stays up nice and tall. Your chin stays up. Your shoulders stay rolled back. Switch sides. Outside crescent kick. Rotate. Sweep. Good. Here's that nice round motion. One more time. Rotate. Sweep. Very good. Now from here, next one is your flying front kick. Kind of like in your form. Kind of. In the form, we do what's called a switch front or a skip front. So you just skip your feet and then you kick. And with a regular flying front kick outside of a form, you take a step into it. So I take that momentum gathering step, it's a switch, and then you kick, okay? So let's put our right leg in the back. And again, the leg you step with is going to be the leg you kick with. So you're going to step with that right leg. The hardest part to this kick is once you take that step, just like you're walking, I'm sure my voice did there, just like you're walking, once it hits the ground, you have to then jump off of it. Good. So it's almost like we're playing high jump or long jump, and this step is the one right before the pole or the ropes. Right when it hits the ground, I have to jump. Okay? And then as you jump, you switch your feet, and the leg that came up into the air goes back down as this one kicks. Okay? So let's do it a little bit faster with some tempo. Step. Boom. Okay, very common thing is making sure sometimes we kind of get lost in the air because you guys are really powerful and you jump really high, and sometimes it surprises us and you don't know what to do while you're in the air. Make sure that as you're kicking, the leg that you just kind of chambered up and the one that you're going to land on, good, it should be hitting the ground right about the same time as you kick. Sometimes I see students, like, they get lost and they try to kick and forget what leg's supposed to land, and they kind of, they didn't just flail their leg. So instead, step, focus on the landing, kick, okay? And again, it'll just become more rhythmic as you do it. Now let's switch sides, catch up the other side. So you'll step, chamber up the right leg, jump and kick with the left leg. This is the side kind of like the one you're doing in the form. So it should be a little bit more, a little less complicated. So step, switch, kick, okay? Hands up. And again, I like to kick high, but focus less on the height of the kick and more so on the technique of the kick. If you kicking high causes you to stumble or lose your rhythm, kick lower. High kicks will come after good kicks are consistently practiced, after like middle kicks are consistently practiced. Here, that's fine. Just focus on the rhythm and the switch. Last time, step, switch, kick, okay? Last one is the pop-up front kick. And probably next week we'll start to chamber these together because you're going to, all the kicks we do in sequence. And so we'll probably start practicing and integrating that a little bit next week, okay, which will be fun. All right, so right now we have your pop-up front, which means your front leg this time will be your kicking leg, okay, which is opposite of your flying front kick. So this one, your back leg was the kicking leg. Okay, so now it switches. Your front leg is the kicking leg. Your back leg will come to you. Hands will come up. Your body weight squats and drops down like you're sitting back into a chair. Make sure, do not hinge. Okay, like that stretch we did earlier when we pushed our body backwards and our chest came down. I don't want that. I want your chest and your shoulders and your chin to stay up and your body to sit down. So when you jump, you're not changing your balance. You're not losing your balance, okay? So from here, it's sit, but don't lean over. Your legs have to bend. You have to sit your legs down. And then as you jump, you chamber up that front leg and do a front kick. So it's here, here. Good? Okay. Now, the goal for right now is to make sure that when we jump, we're getting both knees to come up. Okay, this kick is similar like if we're playing agility, and I swung an agility noodle underneath your legs, it wouldn't hit either leg. But sometimes when we're doing this kick, we focus only on the kick, and I get a lot of, and this leg doesn't go anywhere. Both knees have to come up. So again, it's like somebody was swinging something at your leg, and you're jumping over whatever's swinging, and then you're kicking at the same time. So focus on picking up both knees. A good drill to practice is just the tempo and the rhythm of the step together, the loading of your legs, the jump, and the tuck. So practicing those tuck jumps in that manner is super helpful. And one more time, just the tuck jump, together, jump, pick the knees up just a little bit. Okay, now this time, after both knees come up, just take that knee that's chambered and push it out. And then take the other leg that's chambered and push it down. So this one, again, kind of like the flying front, you will strike and land almost at the same time. Good. I'll show you from the side. Good. So they both came in. And then this one went down as that one went out. Good. With the other leg this time. Okay. So now let's do it together. Ready? Your left foot's in the front, so you're going to kick with the left one. Here. Together. Jump. Kick. Okay. Let's try it again. Focus on that landing. Body stays up nice and tall. Together. Jump. Kick. Jump off both feet. Okay. So it's almost like when this leg comes in, you punch. Good. Now switch feet. So you step that back leg to you. Sorry if I'm breathing in the mic. This is a lot of work. Okay. When the back leg comes to you, punch both legs right into the ground. And then jump up. Ready? And together. This is the kicking leg now. Sorry. Ready? Go. Front leg's the kicking leg. Okay. And go. One more time. And go. Very good. Okay, again, if you'd like to practice the kick combo, okay, working it on your own, it's going to be your outside crescent kick into your flying front, into your pop-up front. So it's kind of fancy. You'll go kick, set it back, step, kick, set it forward, jump, kick. So it progresses. It's a really cool little progression there. I can show you that from the side. Outside, back where you got it. Step, jump, flying front together, pop-up front. Okay? Now, lastly, we're going to work our fire form one time together slowly to make sure we can get it together and strong as a team. All right, you guys did a great job today. Let's stay strong. Feet together, bow, stay with me, please, and go. Martial arts, America, fire form. Step out, block, turn, sweep, hand to foot. Keep your hand there. Don't bring your hand down to your foot. Bring your foot up to your hand. Bow, present, modified guard stance, front kick, down block, punch, slide back, keep my stance in a knife hand. Pull, swing this leg so you can kick this leg. Swing, kick. Open hand, it's a backhand but tight fingers. Good. Elbow into it, hide that hand behind the elbow, slide together. Round kick with the right leg, slide up, side kick, back fist, drop down punch, jump switch, left foot's in the front, right hand does the scoop. Excellent job. Again, you don't have to go that fast right now. I just want to kind of show you what the fluidity of the form will end up looking like, okay? So feet together, bow. Awesome job. Real fast, like run, get some water real quick. I'm going to do the same, and we'll finish off fast, right? Go. Woo! Okay, very good. Now, things to kind of focus on to end off class, guys, almost like announced in the class. We have tomorrow, I'm going to post a short little video going over what our challenge is going to be. You've probably seen on our Facebook page the different challenges we're going to have, different points challenges, and it's themed around the basic weeks we're doing and the goals are that week, and just ways to challenge yourself a little bit more. So that kind of in this stressful time, we have some things to almost distract us in a positive way and help make us better at life and at martial arts in general. So we're going to work on that. I'll announce all the details of that tomorrow. I want to say at 11 a.m. And then also, when you guys are training at home, if you have the appropriate tools, awesome. If you don't have the appropriate tools, as in pads or bags or other things like that, we have a discount code for you guys at thecenturymartialarts.com, which is where we get all of our stuff. The discount code, that'll get you 10% off, and it'll help you get, if you spend, I think, $99 or more to get you free shipping, which is CMA00398. Okay, I'll try to put that in the description of this video here soon. CMA00398. If you have any questions on that or comments on that, feel free to leave something in the comments or give us a call at the studio. I'll try to answer the best I can. Very good job today. Your Psi class is coming up next, and then try to make sure also the sparring conditioning class is for everyone. So that will be kind of your sparring training. We do that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It takes place after the adult class. I want to say it's 4 o'clock today, 4 to 4:30. We'll have the adult class before that, and then you'll have that sparring drills and conditioning, which is open to dragons, beginners, intermediates, advanced, adults, black belts, any. Even if you're not yet in black belt training, parents, you can do it too. It's just a fun little exercise and workout and ways to keep your sparring skills fresh. So when we get back in the studio, then we're not having to relearn all those things. Our body's still adapted to those certain techniques and skills. All right, thank you for today. Feet together and bow. You are dismissed.